Hello and welcome. What is your question?
Hi. My
Hello.
question um, is when I want something, I manifest the opposite of what I want.
Well, why do you do that?
I don't know.
Well,
That's
stop
my
doing
question.
that.
Hmm?
Well, stop doing that.
Okay.
Give me an example.
Okay, I'm gonna give you something it's okay, it's gonna be very silly. But let's say like recently, um I I said that I wanted to travel somewhere, and then I put down the date when I could do that. And instead of that, another place showed up that I didn't even plan to go, but because of anyway some circumstances, that's the place that gonna be. And then I noticed this often, that I say I want this and then something else shows up instead.
So this is pretty interesting because what I'm hearing is you say you want to travel, you decide the place that you're going to travel, but then the manifestation that comes through is, for instance, we'll say that you want to travel to the Caribbean and the universe is like, oh, but you're going to Japan. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So there are two things here. There is a very interesting phenomena around manifesting. When you are highly intuitive, you will get part of this that comes to you. Now, let me ask you this. Did you want to travel for a certain particular reason, or were you just wanting to go somewhere?
It was more just for my kids. So the intention is to take my kids out. That was my intention.
Okay.
And then my friends were like, well, let's go to Alaska. I'm like, at the same day, same time, when I said I wanted to take them, and it is kids oriented, so I can see why. But I'm like, why Alaska in the summer?
Okay, so there's a couple of things going on here. So the first
Mm-hmm.
thing is that sometimes when we are highly intuitive, we intuit things that are going to happen beforehand, and we sometimes turn those into manifestations. So there's that. Additionally, you have the opportunity to say, that's not what I want. I want to do this. So
Yeah.
in that case, you're not allowing your own self-expression and standing up and saying, this is what I want. Now, within this, there's also a level of trust. This is so multifaceted. I love it. There's also a level of trust that says, like, hey, am I always getting the best outcome? Is everything always working out for me? In which case, you also just have to trust the universe that it's giving you what's going to be the most extraordinary thing. So on one case, you're getting the most
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary outcome. And on the other case, you want to control it because you think that this is your manifestation and that you alone hold the power. And you do. But you also hold the power to relax and know that everything is always working out for you in the best possible way at every turn.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, and nobody else can know this but you, which way are you manifesting? Or which way do you want to manifest with that? Do you want to manifest that, like, I asked for this and this is what came in, right? So the story that I would use for this is, so you go to a 5-star restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
3-star Michelin restaurant, whatever it is, right? And they tell you that it's going to be a lobster dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at this restaurant you have 13 courses and you literally have 5 courses of steak, and you're like, when is the lobster going to come, right? And the lobster doesn't come until the end, but it's the best, most outrageous, amazing thing, right? So my question here is it that you need a level of trust, Or is it that you need to step more into your own power?
That's a good question, because I was thinking the same thing. I can say no because I put down the dates where I want to go. And yes, I can say that. Yes, I'm going to do that. But when this opportunity came, because it would be like more, I think it might be more kid friendly. I'm like, so yeah, I can stay in my power. But I think like I may be stubborn to say, you know what, I'm going to let that go. And I'm just going to go with Alaska because, but yeah, that's the thing. I'm not sure. I have to,
Okay,
I
so
have
it's
to ask.
very simple to figure this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I want you to think of the manifestation that you wanted first. Just
Mm-hmm.
take a moment, close your eyes and feel into that. Feel how good that feels at which level.
Mm,
Okay, now I want you to think of the manifestation that came to you. And
that
feeling
was, yeah, that was more like fun and easy, even it's not the location that I wanted.
so why would you not take more fun and easy? Because here's the thing, you think the location is what makes the manifestation, but the manifestation that you wanted was truly about what was going to provide an experience for you and your family.
Mm-hmm.
And the experience is always going to be fun, expansion, love, joy, happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like you might have put ease into that as well. So in this case, why don't you weigh the two? And the answer is easy. The universe has been serving you what you want. You just thought it was dependent upon that location. I just asked you, you weren't that thrilled with the manifestation you had in comparison to the manifestation you were given.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Did that solve it for you?
Yeah. And it happens quite often when I put down a date for something and something else comes in. Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is where they say don't be so attached to your manifestation,
Okay.
because you're attached to the outcome. You're attached to what you want, right? So
Yeah.
like if I wanted to buy a gold colored G-Wagon, right? I want a gold colored G-Wagon with a certain color interior, Mercedes G-Wagon. And
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy this G-Wagon, but I only want to buy this G-Wagon like if it in the southern states. All right. And I have everything I want. I have like, I figured out the mileage I want. I figured out the, maybe I'm buying this used. I don't know. But I figured out the mileage I want. I figured out the interior I want. I figured out all of these things that I want. And I've looked around myself. I've looked in Texas. I've looked in Florida. I've gone to Georgia, South Carolina. But lo and behold, this car is sitting right there in Virginia. But I was like, no, that's too north for me. But that's where it is. That's everything I want where it is. Does it matter where I buy the car if I get the outcome I want?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's the difference if the car came from Florida or Virginia? If you write the dates down that you want to travel and the universe manages to squeeze a trip, a manifestation into those exact dates, at what point can you allow yourself to trust and go, well, of course this is what I wanted. I just didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no coincidence, there's 365 days a year. And this is the days that you and your friends came up with, or your friends came up with for a trip. The same days you wrote down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no coincidence. You either live your life by there's coincidence or there's no coincidence.
Yeah, I can see it. I see it now. Thank
All
you.
right. You are so welcome.